Your abusia, and that episode is very important to you and very, very important to me. Omo tai bisa se na ye be den na yetimi aye awakening ho adwuma ye be den and me ma wate ase point blank so nipa da sani bie ni wa obetumi aboa wo ama wetumi aye awakening eye wu ena ye wadwuma nti enda me be ma process ni nyina na wa ye wo fie pa wo chow se wan ji we ya ntuma na wan ti we ya se na so ubechinya chi di oni ho de nanso enkosi ba bia e ma wo. Today we are discussing telekinesis and chi aura. And chai aura. Obiani the way obono. Okay? And no na mene wo ba be discussing. Mene wo fa 5 important stages. Se wo pese wo nyane wo ho a wo be fam. Ebi a wo ye niama dada. But enu unye hu se wo ye se niama no. Mene wo be ye the spiritual bridge to your abilities. Spiritual bridge to your abilities. Na mene wo aba ye the lucid glimpse. Ye be ye no so. Na afi ye aba ye super instinct. Eno so ekwan obefa so aba ye. Na afi ye aba ye stasis case. Na afi ye aba hwe say what is stasis case? Na afi wa ba hu niyama esese wo ye. Eni niyama ensese wo ye. Se eba no awakening na. Afi mame nka bibi nkyere wenne. There are 3 soulmates. Ewo wiase. Eseso nipa biara. Etimi experience the 3 of it. Na emom, baby a wo be ye stuck wo ho no. Eno na esese wutumi ti ase na hu ni yie. Eno na me de ma wo e wo platform we so. These 3 soulmates no, baako te say fire and fireworks. When you throw it up, eye fe wo de wani behu but ne survival no endorse ebetumi afiri ho wo behu ne fe ehu ne kese ehu se wo ho nanso ebetumi breaki instantly any space any time eno ye one ene ye wo another thing so wo betumi ehu te say candle light eno so wo so a ebe so ama wahu a connect but what you mutan say candlestick ne sa ejano ebedum into ubetumi ahwehwe spirituality from these levels from the fireworks 1 and now so say from the candle stand 2 but no more spirituality na mene wo ye no eno na ye the ultimate that is the mirror flame into medican akire soulmate and twin flame no medican akire first one and the fireworks na matchro second one and no na candle light and na matchro third one and then na mirror no tie. The mirror will be truthful to you. It will give you your own reflections. And se o mirror ni be bompo a eja wankasa wo reflections no e de to sebe wa adwene mu. Nti wunimu wo ho ehu ni awompe na wahu no kore so. And that is what I give to you on this platform. Mesrew and me san pa wo chow. Me pesa nkrankra bia ate ase spirituality. It's not for trade. Me say spirituality is not for trade. I don't just wake up. Na ma fifia na ma betena ha. Na me ka bibia keke. Se wo be ye honest. Wo be hu se messages na me de ma mo wa ha no. Enye de a ewo wo ho. Pamocho episode bi wo kwa me nya 1 episode a it take me be 6 months and sana me nya continuation no. Me sraw ahobrasiem me mame betena ha enkasa for 2 hours no be fa one word saying enksi ho na onton ma me di nyankopon wo soro a wugi nidi epa wo chow. I did ayahuasca turning into beings me sanya asem kra wo ho me ye twin flame some hu twin flame me ye edane e baller ekire ansa na me de the continuation e de baaye aye traumatic bonds afi ne nkrofo be start say afi omo ti ase yie me ye star children e bedane awiesu me ye timelines e bedane banfo besi my ye bloodlines and I make a tell mu say ye be repair DNA me pa mo chow mo bi en ton we no so ma endre ya me ye episode yes obi so obi to me the herbs am nkrofo ehu mo bloodline me no so amanfo start it aden ye yes ah check checking of bloodline machines just that omo nya ne public wa abrochire ho but me na me treat way because me wo gidie say school na ye bie no hospital wo ye de beba ono yaye nti na me di kan say ye be repair DNA me say ye be repair DNA no enkrofo start say omo the herbs repair DNA how say bloodline ya me ye na ndura ya so mo san de mo de asi so ton aden what is going on the obi a person ye bi obeye ba wo a wo hwe me ne me pa wo chew mesra wo papa se wan hwe ne yi a ubedi sa niama we spirituality eti no wan hwe bi wo kwa ade se wawu ansa na obetumi redeem ho ubetumi aba a soulless being na wo soul na ye captured ubetumi so aba we live a vacuum in yourself into bonsa wo nware enso wo nte apo medi nyankopon pa chew and fast spirituality fe ndi agro endre ya me ya akashic record obi say o read akashic record how do you read akashic record how mesramo di obi ape bi obeye because ekuro ni nye obi adea na emom no aboa bi be cheware a eye wo na obema kwan ma aboa na cheware enti di America nyina ne say me pamochow whatever you do men yes wo te kasa no wo me ho enti ne kwan so enenam eniama ekoso eni niama ewo wiase no edoso me pacho obia ni wo betumi de herbs akira wo bloodline obia ni wo betumi de herbs e dia correct wo DNA na obia raso ni wo betumi read wo akashic record me di nyankopon sremo mo ma de ekọ na enko saa endure ya episode ekọ dia metumi aka akira wa na maka akira no me mpese me dane kasafo na me mpeso so obi onye ma afa be di matem because of saa de we ba wo a wutie me no na me wa afutu odi ma how do you repair DNA with herbs pacho how do you show people their bloodline with herbs I mean how nti wonim na da wan ka da asema wote wa ha wo start say wo kan wa kan de fufuro bi aka de wote wa ha no se na wonim da nka wo kan ka de da wo ye wo hu ka na wo ye da adan na mo ye sa wo wa ha wo na me no wo kasa ye careful what people will do anything for anything omo be wiase omo nye bibia ma ne succeed ye da nti omo de we fa ho na succeed no omo de bibia ka ho wo a wutie mi na hwe wo yi mo amoye mo wo fake life amudi fake account so share me episodes any me platform just like your fake life no looking like o koso na akoma information amade amaka because me nsuro bia what you say. And that episode no me dey man na wa start aya awakening ni wo fie wo pa afa wo mpa ajai me no start anapa no mama we who you are as a person ni esa wo ye ni ensa wo ye the ball is in your court and then so the aye be ye no e na maka kire no telekinesis and she or cha aura when you hear she then we are going to the origin of zodiac sign these people copied everything and when you hear she then you are going to Greek. And at the moment you get into Greek word, automatically you are going back to our ancestors. And I say ancient knowledge. When you hear ancient knowledge, and you are black, but not a container, you place yourself there. Another enlightening episode of Spiritual Hour. You know what we do here. You know what we are focused on. You know where our destination is. Some of you may have seen videos of melanated people demonstrating unusual abilities, such as moving objects at a distance, using mental power or other non-physical means. Yehu we bebre. Wa wone mpanimfo tena ye no, hu we bi bebre. Wo be hu no na de kora to ho, no wa twe obi owo achichichi, wa twe na tum. Na o communicate osoma asem no so a ebe ko pepepe wo beti o so akokumase aba omo mo kumase ne se o mu hu no ene de kasa nso make o de sa lazy chair na ntoma sem no enu de si compound ho e no da so nso akokumase akoye message wo ho no mo e de aba omo timi de kora esensoro e te se satellite e de hwe soro ho e ma omo hwe mu hu ni ama pepepe wo na betimi ahwe wanim aka kire obone awaye na ye pepepe so eya nokre obetumi aka kire so obi wo mafuo mo ye sensese na eya mpa saa niama na ye hu ni nyina no na ya de e wo ho ana na ese omo confront bibi ansa na omo tumi aye saa de no our ancestors were showing more than abilities Is it still there? Is it in us? Are these supernatural abilities or tricks? Maybe so they are not supernatural abilities and na tricks or illusions or magic. Na illusions and na magic. Eniyama me pese na ye dwendwen hu nanu nie. Eniyama na ye nananom omutumi kom omo ankasa tumi di omo honam ye no. Ni niyama na omo da na di no ni suban ene ade a na omo ye no mi bi sese na ye magic na ye tricks and aso se na ye den. It is time for the awakening of a power that lies dormant within each of us. Enu na me no oba be ye no. Bibi wo mu ana bibi ni mu ana obi ti baabi ono ye spiritual person. Okay, you spiritual person wo so ye den. Wo no ye den wo nya spiritual person ana. Ha na ya nte ase anu enhye den ni ho. Enti ni ye jai ye ho. No obi a tumi ayusu ye anyhow. Eno na me person ne no me no kom ne ye hwe ye nyina ye be wurawura ye mu 1111 na ya hwe se ye wo bibi wo ye mu ana ye ni bibi wo ye mu. Se wo bibi wo mu a aden na aye dormant. Ana woni hwi wo mu e ba ne sen na woni hwi wo mu because dia wawu na woni hwi wo ni mu body na da ho no a nkwa no ana so na firi mu no e na hwi nim na wo a wote ase adenti na ye wo sa hwi nim mu e ba ne sen na wo do that level ana wo dwen sa level no. Is it the rise of the power of she or chi and the energy of the universe being harnessed through focus, intention, and spiritual alignment? Eye questions na maybe sa no. Medical bisa ba ako maybe sa mienu ni maybe sa miensa. Now, some will tell you these are fakes. That AI is behind the scenes. Creating artificial spectacles to cloud your understanding. But I ask you, what of the miracles in your holy scriptures? Those larger than life tales of divine interventions. Anyway, maybe sa question no. A question and bisa because a bit of now can say oh a fake I na say inti bisa say miracles no so a ye ekoso wa sorry no. Eno so so ye mfa ne sen a papa and a ye ntro. Eno so ye mfa ani ben ye mfa nhwe. Were they not also created on green screens in Hollywood? Question no. Scripted to maintain control over the masses. Sa nyama na omuka say almost ye onu so movie. Inti no yen kasa no so ye AI inti miracle no so ye ntro na mpamcho. We na your questions. Actually, nobody should get angry. The stories told us about Jesus walking on water or Moses parting the Red Sea. Were they any less manufactured than these videos you see on the internet? Say ya na bibia we dey editing no wo me can say ni wo but editing no any stories bebre na wo Bible mu no. What is the difference between this? Any Jesus movie ni ade ni na even if it was a true story. Some mu ye any movie with the good green screen so to communicate it to the masses. Ana a question no sraw. Or is it that we are just blind to the ancient truth that these stories were built upon? All these are questions. Oh. All these are questions. All these are questions. Yen ya dream say yen pese ye behwetwem. Ye besua ana said den eno na ye question ya mi bisa. I've always told you that we are living in a time of great shift. My card there way multiple times. Not just in the world around us, but within us. Enti sese no enye wiase atwa wo ho ahia no pe na wo hwe. Now yate asese wiase e wo ye mu no ye hwe kane. Na yetumi a exhibit ana ya manifest ya edi ye ni hu no. Now that understanding is there for everyone. This shift is happening in our genes, in the very fibers of our beings, everywhere. In fact, even the saliva in you. Enti se wo gina ho so obi nche won we a. One we gina wa mani pa na che ware. Cause bibia wo mu bia experience shift. And I make us so for no talk no moko no ma mondwin say eye boko eye frustration. They are shocked. Say obi ensuro omo. I'm telling you eye frustration. It is the activation of our inner Christos, our divine energy that is being awakened. A lot is happening. Asasina kasa woso asase etini pam woso na nyame etini pam so woso epunu hini ama manfo nyane omo ana omo adawu afamumpo nyane. The shake up is getting serious. and harder. It is shaking every core. Inti no enya de a obetena do nsa ahye wa han mu se na we aka se wono mo esa no mo be esa na de bia meka kire mo misi ewi asese ye ba ye flood a esi ye omo kokum omo de omo eja hye omo de bia ebi ka o enyansafo no na ye ka akire no. But what are we to do when we cannot yet summon storms with our hands or make objects levitate? Say you to me nyesenya say first no oh asori aham you sim to me shep senya nam de mani amaso omo bom me deliverance sa me maame de me be ko de bia omo bom me maso na me maso so na so to hwe me tinwe tum se mani ase nye omo to me bom me ah nyankopon hu edio be ye pa no omo etu ama me say ai erade levitate ujina ho ne nipa no our ancestors were doing all these things. Inti sesi eni se mesi bibie nyane a aden na se niam na yentumi okonfo kora ntumi ntunsi nchense dan so biom enye ndre ya na okonfo bi em se Volta region wo ba bi okogina nchense dan so dan ni bu yokoche emu nchense dan na agogo we hu skills ni yi okoche emu se esu ya. How do we nurture these dormant abilities? Ewoyemu ye be ye dan ni yapaja se yetumi suesu se niam a chinchin no. So in the absence of you creating a major magic like chanting a hurricane with your bare hands or moving objects with your mind, what else do we look out for? Yentumi fa ye ni ene yensa e movie niama nyete sese de ne ye nananom no eye no. How do we nurture our spiritual thinking activation and keep alert? How do we do that? Se si apa na ye yadin se ye kwayechi ye kwaye nananom mo miensan kwayechi sa joke we aye didi mu eno ne ye de kwayechi no se ye kwayechi, these are the things they were practicing. Na said ye didi aguro ye force bibia force se si obetumi kom obi akoma amfa no bosom bi amfa no obetumi akotu bosom no wa begina obi antete na akoma se akoma ese de so na ye adwuma sa ye didi aguro senya. How do we get into this? Into a yet African spirituality, no Christ, religion, the other day, ye call the quest. I am me mention Nanakakaban hono because onu omabusum ye makono. Me say Nanakakaban hono onu she set up no shop busum ni danya wasisi forester onu awa create ama omoni the way wasisi or the omwasisi ho the setup is even attractive. Onu no ma bosomsom akono. Bosom ne ba ne so a esesa ne su, but the way the whole thing is looking like na ne yire no po obema bosomsom pa ye wakono. Nti na ya me use ne ho no, e de ye example say me pe bosom bi so, e de example I me use ne ho cause the setup so clean. Ho na obemu say ampa bosomsom papa enu nie. Nti na ya me use wo no, ye ko ho ni ekotwa the quest of Akabula ye di 4 days ukronim na me show omo na mbisa me pie ni se nti akonfo ye omo komi ni omo ye akonfo bi wotun so boa me na me kan ye utumi hu pa na nsuo tigu nsuo kase etigu sei chicha ya donko me hu ni se was stopping nsuo etoda na nsuo ni tigu na papa na nkasa kro oye ni program no okotena ase aba we bi onam wa me say the way so your comfort pa ni we onam wona fitire wakofa ensuo ni to no o tuginis no wanum ayi cigarette no wa hwesoro na wa fa bottle o de esi ho na wa fa nyanya body kashire na o de kosua na to so na me ka kire me pie ni se kwesi wo de twen ade ye o de esi we won egwogwe wo de hwe irochi no me direct na fa wo sisi ya na afa de nyina ne prai no de esi wo de nyina akọ wo de hwe ni nyina de wo ho ne ye hwe o de si wa oh 1 minute so na irochi no abefa ho na afa prai no ne ensane ni kosua no de ato ne nyina na de konsuo na njai na mka tane se wa hu o ni hwe alonkotin say ye ni senya ye be ye den yetumi attracting the real spirit na ye ancestors ni you so ye pese ye call back for no say ye didi agro senya because spirit there you can't manipulate it Say wo ya papa, say wo nya papa, ono onim. Until you can put up all the acts. Na ekuro ni mu ankasa. The other day obi send me video bi. Me shedi na me say nti nkranfo omo ti kuro mu ha. Nkranfo omo ti kuro ma na me a me nkom mpo. Brono na obi akogina so. Na ono otu nsuo bi ewo ho ni din. Wato ne chiefo din no sa brono no kra ne ho history me a menye komfo me mpo minim. Sa wo kan dwowulu a me minim dwowulu ase minim ne e kire ena minim ne e wo ho me mpo a menye komfo na nkranfo ti kuro mu ha na obi akogina ho na wakoye niama we to kan. I don't know why we've decided to be jokers. And we have people following all these jokes. If we are saying no be adia, but what would you know? Wanna make us say bichero. Say you perceive you come back. In fact, when you talk of Greeks and you talk of ancient knowledge, you are talking about African. So truthfully, there are energies here, there are abilities here, more than abilities. We have them here. But are we really going back for them? Or we are just joking and playing with them? It's just a question I'm asking. Niyama yenyankasa ye. O say o stop nsu. O gina ho. E ma de manon fanfa. E direct Hiroshi be fa praye no ni kashire ni nsu ni na de koy. Na first teacher ya don come ni asane mo akomba. Ye hu om. So today on the show, I will make it brief to give us very essential signs of gaining a super ability. So that what will be some say, ube then ube practice spirituality, awakening no why you will fear. I welcome you to Spiritual Wow. My name is Mama G. Insa Kwense. I with the Maame Grace. Me mo akwaba e de Spiritual Wow dwumedi so. I believe you, and I send you love, wherever you are watching me from, I send you love, I send you joy, I send you strength, I send you wealth, pure energies, I send you pure light, I send you love, I believe you, I do not bless you, I do not bless you. I wish you a nature day and I welcome you to another episode of Spiritual Hour. Today we are discussing telekinesis and she or cha aura. Omo mu bisa de bia say be den na ya waking no e den ye be ye no eno na ndem mi bubu mu na me de ama trust say ye call 5 different stages. And then me person wo tie ase say Bible says so wo gidie ti say snap ya bampu a wo betumi ebubu mepo no wa ye bibia. Wankase wo Yesu gidi a oso wo gidi a me pese me kire wo say dia oni hwe ena oni anida so se wo bibi kitikiti mpo wo mu a you can grow out of that kitikiti no when you respect that kitikiti no na se wo gidi e wo sa kitikiti ni mu a sa kitikiti no eno na be ma wa ye kese because a seed na ye dua na ye harvest a lot. Seed in so eye kete. Inti mumie di kan share the spiritual bridge to your ability. Mumie di kan share no. To begin, let me paint you a picture of your first obvious gift that you may have experienced yourself. Because yet experiencing giftings, but because enye baby aye hwe no, ye refi growth. Na ye say ye de ye nsebi, ye de ye ni hwe. Enti ma mindi kan twe wadwen engina spiritual giftings bi a wo ankasa wo experiencing yourself a wo mfa wadwen po enko so. Have you ever thought of someone their name flashes in your mind and suddenly they called you? Tell me, you won krofo bi o ha o asomesi ba wadwen mu say ke the next thing na nipa no wafre you won krofo bi a wo nim no so that you say you are dead. Do you be who be a pa a baby or say on your spiritual person? Sanyama we ye mu, and I'm a boa. Oh, ye, ya, no, yet, no, it's something that they do. Na omo live in close areas. Inti omo so ubo ni din na we hu na we because no omo enso te say ndey I bi wa America na ade nti so Ghana na obi ba wadwen mu America hu no but obefrew nti eno na e ya asem a omo ka because no omo nim sa abilities no na omo respect it omo hu ni say no so eyesunsun mutumi enti wadwen obi hu a wafre wa na wate ne ho asem da or perhaps you dreamed of a scenario and when the time came the event unfolded exactly as you had envisioned it. You want crofo bi on so de obehu bia and ohun so oduru adwuma mu no obi ne na eko oduru so oduru adwuma na meeting bi a friend emergency meet de obehu biara ebebem and what do you call it? Say yes ye bie phone lines na platform yi omo experience first one na kan ka mo behu se mu nyina we are spiritual people. Say yes ye bie phone lines na senka second one ya mekai enkrofo nso abia ka mo se enkrofo bebre enso ewo sa abilities no enye spirituality ana denti ena ye wo se hwini mu we na ye question sa niam no what do you call it? Where do you place it? Esu ni faso bi ana. This, my friends, is what we call aura alignment with the universe. Don't think say a coincidence be na esi. We aura aligning with the universe. It is a glimpse of the divine order in motion. Where your mind is aligned with the flow of the universe. Say what you aligning with the universe now and you move flow. This happens to you naturally without any force or any psychedelics. Adia a disturbing and saying pan say adia ye natural ye way of life ye culture kra ne ye ton a spirituality making no ma ye so serious bibia ne ye de spirituality ye spirit be na responsible for this and ye this anope ma culture our time with Maame Grace. So be eto smoking mu a makachiro de asi. So be engine hu di a makachiro de asi. Se wahu se yesusu ba fam ne ye ye hu di se eniama bi a ye na ekoso ye na bibia ye mfa nhye sunsun bi a ka ye nyina ye be kwa akoye adwuma na bosom so a etua ye ka ye nyina ye be kwa akodo na buro na dwan na ye bu se de ye bu aburo yi sese minya ba bi mpomfa bi ngui na ka ye nyina ye kobu obi entena baabi na nduru ya o mbeka nkyere wo sesei na wo so nenam na wo pain ayo obi benefit anane profit can to me manisa your pineal gland, the seat of your spiritual sight, is opening up, allowing you to tap into the vast network of interconnected energies that shape your reality. One of the biggest problems we have, the first ever episode I made here, Christopher Bashe me pa. The pineal gland activation. Me ye wo adum eno na di spiritual people no so bebre almost nyamede omo ba me ho. And them better na brunsam. Children before the age of 7 are especially sensitive to this. Remember our editorial on this and multiple timelines. Yeah, yes, our episode no ye platform way so dada. The pineal glands of children are soft, TNA, like fresh clay, easily shaped by their environment. And until they are me pamucho de bia. Say aware no be jaye jaye nako. Say won jaye so a ene fa be ma ne bo ana oba no ne bo ne che no so the children will grow in a great environment. Enye sa omo pineal gland no eye mre wo be shape no wetumi adane oba ne demon. Ubetimi adane oba no bronsam o se de keke eka ho because of environment we create one ne papa ye kabare one ne mama ye akabare na mutifie ona abofra na kantem moja ya aware no o ka se nkira abofra no we so ka se nkire ne ba na we na pineal gland ne ye mre. So at that moment na ube puti akola ni in that state no ube man pineal gland moldy wrongly because mofra no they see things that we as adults can no longer perceive. The spirit, the energies, the beings from other dimensions. Why? I didn't know omo was akwanya no. Omo di hu niama yen mpanimfo no yen tumi hu, because their minds haven't yet been locked into the rigid structures of the material world. Amane ni ohaw enche da nda omusu bebre. Enu nti na tete no say ye de akola 7 years ko gina court na oka asem a judge no ontumi onye hwe obetie de akola na ka no mo de aye adwuma. Menim se se enkola 7 years no te say the affairs no 7 years no yetio adentia, because na ye believe say ono na adwene na ne gland no e free and download do anything negative. No mo gland no so ye open until we believe say omo ye closer to energies, beings, spirits than we. Ya adwene no aye bare no ana gland no apaye bi kra de apaye apro asay. Children play with everything and practice a constant flow of energy. Inti abuampo enchi abofra nwe tete no. Se bibi abuwa bi bechi onipa area no obepere bibi a ompra abofra, because omu hu ni se omu adwene no eye so plain. So me, when it comes to children, I don't play with them at all. Moka say the trap son. Make a trust say me book ne I am amofra no. The book is actually out. The book is actually out. Enti ye be ni nyina ready bebrebe ye pese ye nya be 1,000. No bia ba office wo no wa be fa bia ma ne ba no keke. Na wa ye we ready. Say munim say me writer de. Munim say my me maiden book dada. Exposure and its attraction. This is not my first book. I have a lot of books. And no me fan to abontin. Enti nkwala ni books no. And am I ready mo kai? And no am I ready no. Enu nie. Usha ayi stories ni wom and am the pictures to be bebre. Like I said, munim say me a writer. Enti we sa book we wo me books bebre wo ho, but any out for you people to it's for those who are concerned. It is someone who is saying, all these are my books. I write a lot. Manko school to metropa, and I have this about the archons. When it was requested from the Western world when I did the archons, approach and they wanted it in a book, and when so no any abonting by the ma omoa those who are supposed to know. Nkwalani books, I'm just trying to say that Nkwalani is very important to me. Anything about Nkwalani there, me friend the agro. Into books, books ne be 1,000, be ready, be catch no about office, no be pick. It's for free actually. When it comes to children and old people, I am particular about them. Into the American nane say Nkwalana bano. So what you say? Na school ni ade no mo dey start won kola so, but then no adwene ye mre nti omo de omo be fam a ebeduru na lawu na akeki. As we grow, our pineal glands hardened, calcifying with the weight of societal conditioning, religious dogma, and the pressure of conformity. But there is hope. Ade word ba ko amempe, but there is hope. Bible kra kan asem we tie be pa wo chow eniama ye fam eni baabi a ye nyini misi obi emofra brema de ane maame ana ne papa ade ne fam no asesa no enti anka we are born free say ye nyini naturally with our abilities ni bibia, because we come as full package. But so we to we asem nsem ne abusua wo beba be free mu wo maame ne wo papa wa nsoma omo so omo nkosi omo abrabo omo bebo betimi asesa wo bibia. Nanso se wo tie mienda, there is hope, because niama bebre wo ho suban bebre wo wa adapt a enye wo suban no. But dia wo kom no wo maame betimi a reject wo no wakofa nanfufuo bi omo no mo ma wani die ketewa bi enti ade bi omo ya enye no wonim se enye. But you need choice, because that's where you find your happiness. When you read Romans chapter 12 verse 2, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Bible say, then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. His good, pleasing, and perfect will. That is Romans 12 verse 2. When nsema make a chiro waha, so Bible no mo kan and no mo ensi ni tirase a, anka ye nyina ye beku yanim. Because when they hear he, they don't know say it is you. It's you that he is referring to. This verse speaks to the process of breaking free from societal conditioning and religious dogma, encouraging the transformation of the mind through spiritual renewal. But they will never translate it like this to you, which is akin to the awakening of the pineal gland and accessing higher consciousness. But we go to church. What is the focus? Car, visa, marriage, children, the dying, the kike. What is the focus? The focus is everything here, the 3D world. The shift we speak of is the purging of the hardened pineal gland. That is the shift. And it is process. It is no bone shine. The softening of the hardened spirit, allowing us to access higher dimensions, to interact with beings beyond our comprehension. This is what we are not doing. That is why we are worshiping everything. We don't want to work on ourselves. Inti idea is say we groom wo ho. Now to me ne kasa ne negotiating like your ancestors were doing. Out of laziness, you go and bow down to anything I have no idea about in the name of worship. Be honest, what have you gotten out of it? What have you gotten out of it? Like I said last week, at least and also so cry a problem. This is why the Bible will tell you. Or say, do not harden your heart when you hear the voice. I didn't harden your heart. It's talking about the pineal gland. Now, so ye better ye boase wa sorry ho. Ne ya kan we, ne ye diko diamant crofo, amo mweni aba omo ho so. Christ in you no, ni nyina achi no, ye di omweni akoto baabi foforo. This is the essence of spiritual synchronicity. We've done this episode on this same platform. It is not just about seeing the future or predicting events. No. It is about becoming aware that you are tapping into a flow of consciousness, a divine stream that connects you to everything in existence. This is what everybody needs. In fact, what person would me say, Bibi a wo ye na sase su bia wo consult obi no kire wo ware ye wo no yire da ye wo ba wa hwe wo ba watu ni din wo je wo bibia edin na ye wo se de aka bi wo ho eno de wo ntumi nyaaje obi a question se wo exist e wo asase we so a and de wo ye everything you are not less de enti a wo hu ni se wo ye less no ye awareness na wo mfa ba wo ho so. Now they are obi so. And as your awareness grows, so too does your ability to manipulate the energies of the universe also grows. This is how it works. And your process. The me say oni pe bi ani ati asefo asase we so a wo be kono ho a wo betumi ama wo why awaken. Me na make a chiro. If you be honest with yourself, baby a wo ko ye nyina be honest. Say nye fake na wo fake are you awakening? A process, a personal business. Enu ena mema wani aba wo ho so nketenkete e wo mu no, so you are able to build on it. E bibia ni we say wo dwane kitikiti. Na oba me wo say mema ye bibia. O ba me ho ne ye di nkomo. Ye di nkomo na de e wo mu no waye ni ye. E ma me ho say me na mbe ye bibia ma. I am never better than you. It's just that baby a wo nie e na misu mi wonie se carpenter ni mason ni na electrician na plumber na omo wo ho na omo ye adwuma obi eni ho ye useless obi a wo bibi to play and san a dan no aba be so. This is how it works. Do not allow anybody to put you down. Say wo de wo ni she. Let's look at the lucid glimpse. Ne yen hwe say wo ni she wo mu a medical kire bi dada. And a much problem I won't hear you so spiritual person. And one is said, baby, a wuni, you know, pineal gland and iodine. obi enu obetumi di nsu agusu ende duro bi eni ho a obi di gusu ama na ye mre ye wo na wo be ye ho adwuma ama na ye mre. Imagine say wonya 20 years na we go through a whole trauma na obi aka tro so ba 3 days trauma ne be ko. It's a lie. Eye adwuma e na wo be ye. So let's look at the lucid glimpse. The first sign that you are unlocking your abilities is what I call the lucid glimpse. So we start here niyama ubehuni ebi na me kire wo no obi wa wetie episode na I don't know how to, even when the signs are shaking e wo no ani mu mpa ohun opeso hu say angel fisuro abeto for mo ansana. The lucid glimpse is one of the most beautiful states to me. You have it. All of you have it. Enye be force be enye psychedelics. You have it. Let's look into it. You may not be able to cause rain to fall or wind to suddenly blow, but these little aura abilities are very important. Every little thing build on it. It's very important. Say ya we say wo de wa ye ni bia so a enti eno hu ni faso a menua obechinya chi abre. It's the little spark that causes the growth. No matter how thick darkness a spark of matches will bring a kind of light. Appreciate that. Eniaman keten na wutumi sense na wuhunu. Groom yourself and build yourself on it. Men yet say oh we de enya hwe. Wutumi kotena obi office. Wotena wa no wen say onipa we de get up and go. Oni nipa na ye business discussion. Wo pese wo date nipa no hwe na say go. Men ye wadwen say wo ba wi aso betumi asesa nipa bia wuntumi. Maka kire ni a wobetumi no na wobetena ho ebi wo kwa wuntumi. This is where you begin to experience vivid premonitions, where your thoughts manifest in the physical realm almost instantaneously. Wa wobehu hwe nkrofo ni bo wa otumi hu obi ka asem kra kire na bo sa wose agu ne ho ni nyina ye appreciate say ye wo ho because ya ma spirituality na ayehu the way ya maso na ya brand no. So onipa ni hu bibi mpo a resonate na be boa no na be set ni free kura na ni hwe ho ade wa free Jesus. That is the programming. Na ye bo nkrofo mo maso bo mpa ye ma bebre o pineal gland ko apapai. When you take your time and focus on yourself, you realize that you assume a whole power, a lot of power in you. Ebanisa, you are able to do so many things in this physical realm. Imagine this. You are daydreaming about a conversation you need to have at work. And the next thing you know, when you walk into the room, the exact conversation plays out as you envisioned. We have 1 million people on this platform who experience this. But they will never see themselves as spiritual people. Because on free Germany free surum brai. On koto camera and koto mirror mu angel imagine mu fake. Into who saw a spiritual person. Anything you envision, you become that thing. Anything that will fascinate you also, you become that thing. Into sa nyaman keten na wo ye no. Se won di ntuma, you can never grow. Because won bu na dibi. Na wama wani akoho na watumi ama na yin akoduru baabi a wope. Wo feel say yin ne ye one thing. You can now see events unfold before they happen. This is the beginning of your ability to influence your environment through your thoughts. A lot of you are going through this. And I make a lot of you on this platform, more energies backing me up. But because some are spiritual people, but me, I see you people as spiritual people, great ones. There are some who write on the platform, I love you so much. Yeah, last week somebody was able to identify say me you me nephew cause na e bibi na ekoso me for some time I'm saying this obi to me share ya ehu ye. You see the love you have for this platform. Sanka wo ye work na pass pay attention to the platform, not to think of the setup. That is why I'm saying I have army who have love for this platform. Intimenia, you can now see event. To me, ability so, but ye appreciate it. I will remind you of a passage in the Bible. Joel chapter 2 verse 28 to 32. I read, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Or say that, on all flesh. Your sons and daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. Aha no o differentiate bibi free say ye Christopher, ana ye kremofo, atheists, ana akonfo, ana traditional worshippers. Or say all men. Ti ye nyinara. We when differentiate obi e mfim. This is not some distant prophecy. Enya de wo baby o. This is the lucid stage in motion. The pouring out of spirit upon us, obia, is the awakening. Awakening abilities that have long been dormant. You see, I don't know why you read the Bible and you think it's your property. Meanwhile, you don't understand. I say all people. It was talking about the awakening. Every ability. Bibia wo aye dormant. Na eye wo. Na wo be peja. Na ejane socket bi na wubu na wusom na wukita na wudidi dwuma ene nyane de aka ne nyina menua. What you see, feel and envision is no longer bound by the linear constraint of time. Ebanisad, you see beyond niaman keten no. Until we become conscious of these words, we will always be behind our own selves. Now, so you see a share ye ho, ye hu. So when wura wumu, na wura bibia so, me so, na focus on any other bosom, whatever so at our dream, you find nothing. It's the same construct. You will go round without finding nothing. You will be chasing the wind. According to metaphysics, what blocks this amazing ability are signals from Wi-Fi, television signals, mobile device networks, and others that jam and clutter your ability to create visions and see beyond the physical. When we say, say, you need view. Unim say, ebi mo beda, omu nim so omu free phone so even blue light no kra. Ansa na omu ada, osi phone so na wada afem. And then na ubenya. Sa nyama we so cause ye more than said their media ni movies ni ade ne cause ye because they take our attention no. Omu mayen sa nyama we na ne your attention wo so. Kardashian aye say Rihanna aye say ni ye de adwin na akoso na nipa 5 enyansafo no omu hyekwa na ho no omu ye decision ama ye nyina because ye yi attention ye fi bibia so na ye de abasa we so ye nhwe ye bewie no no ma ye decision ama ye de emotions ni ye bibia akoso sani ama we na block ye. I know people who can sit 2 hours and watch a particular movie on to me can no 5 minutes for no ane ho on to me na 30 minutes enye kom pon call no animu there be onam ha ebi betimi akasa ma omo nya award. Some people can talk for Africa. Oni ne ho time. Say niama we obi ni phone ye 4. Me ni phone no. Me phone betimi text me sa because me my phone ni be hye me so. Ebi phone omo dey tale omo aso na wada na phone enya ne. Do you know what your brain will go through? I check it. Why? You want crofobia, they can envision greater things for themselves. But omo ndi omo hundi. Onu ohunu ho so onu di on to me nyehwe. On trust ne ho. Ohu ade na wanko Google a obeka kwhwehwe osofo ana akwhwehwe spiritual person no aka kire no wa shifting attention no afiri onu ane vision na wenya ne so. This is why I always emphasize having spiritual element in you at all times. When you catch it, your alignment is the most important thing. Your shield, your fields. A best sell and a bay we. He said, we go past copper and crystal. So, and numpo ujinechiri. To me, Toby. You can't wait to them. Namu to frequency. Muto near the modern Namako Pana Yakoye Nima. Nanka me babe can be no be uncle Binoye. When they talk of pineal gland, one injection. Abrofona komu ni mu yen yete ha kopa kra mu se ya bronsam crystal ye burunsam onipa ni hwe obeka kire obibi ni biom aye serious yenti ye pineal gland na aye concrete. That is why I'm blocking nsuo ewo kromu ina mo be do concrete che nsuo no. It's the job of the pineal gland because that is how you shape things. Nti na mo per 6 inches block no. Sa na pineal gland na kwakoye. They say why na eti wa onum concussion. Higher spirituality by this time of the day. There are millions of signal blocks around us, and having a medallion or a copper necklace or even crystal rocks is not mere fashion, but for spiritual cleansing daily. Because Africa, Ghana hakra the pollution ni kra de enye ntinka common copper. Wona nanom no mudi bi toto nkola anan. Ade anka ne ye ne wa ha ye nuanom north na si obehu no ma chinchim na ehye omo fingers common copper obibini hu ni say ye bronze ye evil da ben ye bedu copper ye wo ne pane nyina egu ye mu asem na ye den ukakakakaka na hu ko ba bia ye te na enye abrochire abusia sese no copper no ne we ni ho say na bedu America wa nti wa America bia wo pe copper ni bia to no na wa text office on bema America number no na wakoho no wakoto bi why abrofo no mani abre ye yete ha papa na konse adondom ne bejaye se ajaye ampa nti asonson no ebejaye ye hu ye mobo rough ye kasa too much. The sad reality is that some people have even stopped having dreams, let alone their minds having the ability to have premonitions or visions. And I so cry than the problem. Because just you messed up. As you are learning to keep your job, as you are learning to keep your property, as you are learning to keep your marriage, as you are learning to keep whatever is important to you, learn to keep your shield, your feels, and your auras. That is what makes you who you are. Abusia. Kasana ayana doors one person ya waking up tips no ena me de mema no. That's the number 2. Let's look at super instincts. Yeah, super instinct. Another amazing mild spiritual ability is intuition. When you begin to develop what I call hyper intuition and super instincts, that is another beautiful thing. This is what a lot of you are expecting. And so mo de mu nti munjin disa munsu mu wo bibi ho se we obi ya me yadodo ya me ya too much. Here you will notice that your decision making becomes razor sharp. What do you say obi or ye indecisive biara spiritually has a problem or ye imbalance. Uka se say na wo ya ye uka se nipa wo kate no for twa de show na to na nda wo ne namo na ochena wo ne namo na de bia they are joking with you. When you get to super instinct, it's so beautiful. You can reach situations and people with an accuracy that shocks you. Your one crofobia or platform is so be or ye ni decision ya no waye. Unto me enforce no. Emanense sana dream. No ohu a otumishe wo se nya no waka se we e man na wopa om ka kire om kunu so om ntie da. Obi betimi a show sa no waka to we oyeso na dem te. Nkrofo wo sa we yo. But on so a spiritual person on them. There are people who are 1 million times better than those they are visiting. You know things, not because they've been taught to you, but because you can feel them. We have people like that. Baby, I wouldn't be a better than be obey to me, and you'll be an actually no. Ofili or mukeke. Ofili se in pena a si. Oh, masake to one ehia na som na build wo so de aka nyina ebeba beso so mbu hu abomfia. I always say this to people: when you are in tune with your spiritual essence, there is no confusion, no uncertainty. You simply know. And ye fe na wo be confused say na na we kra de anybody or you confused on spirituality ni hwe. But mu bebre munim ade amobeye nso na ma confused about it. Mudundu mu nkane ani bi. So when people say they are confused about teaching and philosophy and we are onim so no ankasa oye ni light ni na aye confuse to eche ofiri so obi momu na or confuse no. This is the gift of hypercognition. Nkrofo bebre wo platform so mo obi, and it's a gift that many of you are ready to enter. Obi obetumi kura ewurem ma wo mu ne ho so ye hwe. Ade so akojo ni group no ne ya kire ni say so akojo ni mu wa ba fam. Yet many of you are trapped in what I call 3D intelligence. Because I'm man for reading or more the intellect that only process information from the material world, the world that binds you to illusion. Abagugula nakabahanye. One kasa me say wotena sidi. Me say ende ya one make say. Baby I will be our timer. Always give yourself that 10 minutes and keep quiet and see what will happen to you. That small thing now we want, that instinct, that thing now we envision, focus on it. Now they be envision, be natural. And stop Googling because Google doesn't know you. Mass product and you. The moment you shift into this hyper-intuitive state, you begin to operate on a higher plane of thought, and your hyper instinct strikes. All these things are making when we say. Everything is in you. This is what I am screaming to you. This is where the real power begins to show itself. So when you first one, now kitemu sa na wo ye ne kakra na wo kwa ubedu because you growth. There is nothing like 2 weeks journey. There is nothing like drinking all sort of whatever. Oh. Do not worry if you cannot move objects with your mind. Just take care of the minor abilities and develop them. This is it. So what shamia? And then to me, you can never tell me say wo to me sensi bibia. It's not true anyway. Whatever you know you have, you can start from there. Just appreciate that thing and love it, because love is the essence of growth. In case we the media mean free about form besi from sana na mope media mean free abosom akomusi mi so ami popo inti no unishe. It's a lie. Nobody has anything than you. It's just a process. Just trust it. Say to me and you say now to me yes no interest we obi started spirituality 25 years. What started 5 years? Just acknowledge and appreciate their way. You will get there. There will be no jealousy. Because I did what say we drew on. So be a drew now say now will block your chance. At the moment you start grooming the small now you are no longer a prisoner of time, space, or human perception. So unye kakra na when ema unye didie wo mu. Inti you say oh worry time you don't care. You say oh where do you want to? You don't need onipa that's any endorsement. And so why you baby when you get to this point, that is when baby and fa who be you. No we breaking the prison space, you know. We hear onipa. No waka chere say oh cause you hold on to the little you have as a seed. Believe in it. Your mind is free, and with it you can manipulate the energies around you. Okasa bebre na me bisa no we hia me wo krom enya platform we so na me kasa we hia me wo krom ehun se me kasa da me na wo kwa ase bosom boko na me ko ebitimi kasa omutumi kasa me sunsun kura pa omcho eba ni say na we hia bibi appreciate bibi ketwa na wo want to use until you can start manipulating energies around na fe wu nyini ko. Another important gift of this awakening is what I call the ethereal visitation. You people are there. So we need teaching ability and when you're spiritual. When you're spiritual, there's no spirit in you. Let's look at the ethereal visitation. Don't forget we are discussing telekinesis and chai or tree aura. This is when you begin to encounter higher beings. There is always that foundation. So one build this foundation now, opa baby a upebi obekwa abisi wa name said yet samfa utrim na nsewa hu. Just go through the process and build the foundations. They are kanyina beto aso. On the Bible ka we chemo o se chicho nyankopon ahini ni ne tini ni kan is talking about you. No de dia kanyina beka ho. Ne ye hwehwe Jesus wo soro. Ahini de ni umu tini ni no wo ye papa se wunim. Eba ni senya wa build wo ho enti afa you were able to have encounter with higher beings. A won ko twanhwe nsomwom. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and even the supreme forces that govern the cosmos. So why was she show who ya? Afa ancestors papa, what meji eduani you? Or the other sunsun ni body enya matter. Na abeji food. Me account on some antwentwe. Omo no moji eduane. Eni moja ne ade. A kire omu dada. Nti we nu de wunim dada. But se wa wo to bu. Na wo build wo ho a. Afa you attract all these beings. Ebebro ni awo frempo because angel or you're limited to the supreme forces that govern the cosmos. They are all energies. I'm sure you watched my editorial about the star people. And I'm sure someone will ask, so how do we tell if these are not bad energies from the stars? I will share a personal experience. Once I had a dream where I was in a classroom studying profound knowledge. The next morning, I recorded 2-hour editorial for Spiritual Hour. And everything I taught that day was what I had learned in that spiritual classroom or in that dream. Entity, eya abotre, eye gidigidi. Ubetumi kura akosa classroom we, akosua de no wo in your dreams pepepe. Se won build wo ho a, ubesore no, na won kai hwe, ni nyina be rub off. Because one to and go through process. Now, when it comes to spirituality, there's nothing like shortcut. That is why I tell you to focus on the little you have. You can make it big. I know this. I'm not just saying it. I know this because that's how I started. I took my time, went through the process, and boom. Now I'm here. 25 years in this thing. So when we say it's easy, you can get there. You have faith inside of you. It's just dormant. And a woman who time. Pineal gland in a bit downloading your man I had. It is only you who can work around it to make it soft. How do you do that? How do you do that? So what you have a lot of downloads. When I'm doing that, I tell you, say they are downloads. It comes in multiple forms. A bit part is our classroom. You dream. Maybe part is our she obi. We need come, and you are able to bring all of them back here. And addition and training na ni ene mo share beautifully. Nti no be say episodes no enye nkwanchen and enye copy and paste so. And this is what I call divine guidance, which all of you can go through it. I have not taken upon myself to direct people to any star being or proclaim any star being as God or my savior. That's the difference. When you groom yourself and you enter into their dome, you don't make them gods over you. You see them as your equal. Get this straight from me. With this gift, you will begin to see an aura balancing that guides your every move. You don't need to worship anything or bow to whatever. You can do this, I'm telling you. At this point, you become envious of people because you know what you are saying. You know everything. So every obia is envious of you. How do you do this? How do you do that? Take your time and go through the process. You will find that the books, the people, and the information you need will come to you effortlessly. You don't need to suffer. As if the universe is opening its doors to you. Because what prepare will so you flow with the universe. I have told you this, that the whole universe you see is alive in you. When you wake them up and they are alive, you can access everything and you flow with it. So your life becomes so simple and easy. No stress, no drama to be relevant. This is what I'm telling you. You can see from our platform. We do our own theories, editorials. Not that you recycle. We don't do that. You will always have something for your people to ponder over. That is this situation. When you get here, bibia you okay. Bibia you simple. Oh yeah, the anyway nyam samfo ambehawa. Ade awo you flow with it easily. No stress, no drama. You say K and everybody is chasing it. Why? Because now you are able to align with the universe, and the universe will flow with you for the information that the people need. So you are able to create impact. This is it. When it comes to awakening, you have to run. No. There is nothing like shortcut in spirituality. When you get to this point I just told you, say ya the pam kra the way I will travel near mano different, because you have so like an American universe need flow with you. Until by no more chimpa won style be. There is this young woman who sells ice cream cake. Ewo Accra Mall gate nano. Na me ni di nkomo. Minia bibia wo beye bia no who ade wo spirit to this body a you do extraordinary. Ubi bia nye normal. Me na make kire. Ice cream cake no ono oye no. Oye ni differently or den kate ni nya blend it oye ni somehow with a lot of protein, no the honey and the diagum. Onya adwen say bayira ye chi ebi mu meko no omutwi no omutwi a meko ni nti na people koto bayira no obi twi tomato ho no ma oni made pam so obi twi tomato stars e de be ye different. Until we get here, unemployment will be more because ye ntimi create hwe today bia ye nam ye hwehwe adwuma ebeba ne say ye ntumi nduru ha ye ntumi nduru ha because ye njeketwa na ye woni ndi na say when diketwa no ho no kore so a and ye beje ni kura afiri wusem e wo Bible mu. When you get to this level, na say ye ndwom na woto a ebi are just 2 words. The move that comes with it, na I explode. So one get it to Hanoma, you will copy and paste. Ne obi creation, ukotena so a glory ni come nipa no. We ne nipa enim. We are discussing telekinesis and she aura. You will interact with these higher beings, and they will help you navigate this world, preparing you for the great shift. Ade amike na hu worship wu. Ade nane wakoa. Energy papa bi ebehu bia no epese emfa wongina ba bi na show ne hu womu. Emfa won to fom. No nu be show ne hu womu. Na wadane obodamfo. It doesn't work like that. Enye papa. Eno ye samantwentwen. Onu na anybody. Onu na anybody no pe body use nti obewuro mu ama wapa wo ho. Someone will say they were in a difficult situation when they had no hope and they prayed to God, and suddenly a friend called to send them money and offered them a job. Then that begins their fellowship with Jesus. They now begin to worship. Because of sika kakra unyonko de ma na oma wadwuma nye Jesus na de ma enu nti wako down enu nti bibi a wunya aye nti e na wosum bibi. Then what is the essence? Give and take ana. You are attributing your own aura alignment and ethereal gift to external beings and worshiping them. Listen to me. When your aura is in alignment, your field is serious and can do the impossible. When I make a trust try na ye. When your aura is in alignment, na a creative shield and na feel so one. Bibi enu wa unto me ye. Ushie ni pampa ye de ade ma. It is not Jesus. Now, let me take you to the highest point of the timeline leap. Timeline ya meko kan eye go be. This is the most transformative gift of all shifting auras and spiritual gift at the beginner level. When we near mama keke de hin e bi ni when we say we operate is wunim. So when bu the awo ye na untumi yi nko wanim. But say we bebu the awo ye na we conscious of it. That is when you are able to grow out of it. It's when you meet a version of yourself from a higher timeline, a future self, perhaps a self you have always longed to become. A bit me kasa Maame Grace mpese me yesewo. Maame Grace nkola na titiri omu de omu tumi fi abrochire ba na omu de omu aba Maame Grace, I want to be like you. No ma bon pa ya mom. So nyame bo awai. You see, obi ehu ne ho e wo obi mu. Eye the ego any bitterness ene ema ye admit say na maso masi so me share no ena me wehye no ena maduru ba bia maduru enu nti ne ntimi nkoye nim kodu ye destination e we bi no ho a omu nim se de enti omu hu obi na omu twe ben no atwede na omu furu course no na omu atwagya atum na omu ahye no omu wira fi so omu beba fom abisi obefifi esoro kwa behwefom. Me na me ka kire o obi ene create YouTube channel na do ba free no ma exposure o san ma uskaka na ade koy na wo ya no ena wo gossip aba no platform be be 40 and survive enyo eduabo. This is nature. So obi wo baby ogina baby position bi na ye wo fa yense no obese wo daachi, because that is what you want to become. And also so wo ho, imagine this. You meet someone who embodies the exact qualities you have always inspired to. Ya won krofo bo ahu na opesa wo yes or no. The success, the grace, the wisdom, the peace a onipa no wo. Opesa wo yes or no. You will never attract anything you hate. I'm telling you. Se obi jina baby na opesa wo duru ho nti wo hate na me kam chiro wo duru ho da. Because I deal with time be but be happy for people and appreciate those who gave you little push and see if you not get there. It's cosmic. It's universal. You will never attract or become what you hate. So when you're happy for Obi, when you're happy yourself. And in that moment, when she nipa na brabo me pese me yese no ho ya makondo. Something within you shift. You are inspired. You are transformed. To me show be abrabo. Now what's the sound there? This is what children experience all times. They see their future selves in the people around them. Inti wo maame ne papa. Obra mo bonu mo fie ono ma ne hu omo future wo mu a, omo future self wo mu a wo hwe ye. In the celebrities they admire. Celebrities ni bi. Ushia omomo na se popra. Wey, me papa mu nie. Hey, TV mom dia yo, editing ya yo. Hey. Me ko na nkrofo hu me physically, omo se me hu ofa chen TV su. Me bo amo office we na amo anka. I look cute, I look nice. I don't know why they make me fat on TV. Me boss, why? People they talk me say when they see me physically. I nice. You make me fat on TV. Inti, who celebrities in nkola ni hu omo a. Na omo admire them in the world they want to create. Inti nkola no omo nyina inti yesi be the role model. You want to progress. Become a higher level and you are jealous. Bitter about obi a wedru level a open. Forget it. But be mindful, what your children consume through media can trigger these transformative shifts. Movies, music, all of it can either elevate them or distort their timeline. That's what I say. I am as African parents should watch what their children watch. Me, Ghana radio, because they will depress you. There be problems. Obi a all kun na nipa na all kan so agire no ho to so no so kun tokwa ni bi. It will depress me. And no go to na nkrofo no mo kun I can't. Ko Facebook say si ana ko Facebook say si ana ko so I don't listen. It will depress me. Some of them, honestly, I don't watch. Do you guide your children in what they should watch and what they should not watch? Do you guide them? Or you don't care? You just leave the gadgets for them. You have so many things to do. Is that it? The akolane shede betimi aye no, ebetimi so distorting. When we say omo to ndwom no, obi a to ndwom na afacha me no omi ane hwe na ne nsam mienu na ehye ne tale ne ade na wo obi na ye na omu nyina emiemia nti obi ye ba atare ne nya papa kora na e wo ne to a na omia omo ko audition a na omia because it either makes them or distorts them. It can either elevate them or distort their timeline, medical culture, leading them down paths that are not in alignment with their highest purpose. Adia way, etimi sinkofo bebre so. Ma kasa asem we da. Obia ne first house. Baby esi ompe. Obi o ware no. Most people nkofo mo ware omo I regret it sesi. Subject and nkofo ye wo school bebre omo regret it sesi. Religion and nkofo choose ye sesi omo regret it. Because decision na we make ye no sam brede na de awugine mu no one down dream say oba bedru baby a wa bedru. This is where the process comes in. So one show process ye na one show mu ye na we make decision biara based on your condition, you will regret it. Because don't forget, decisions are permanent and conditions are temporal. I keep saying this. This is why those who want to control the minds of the masses use celebrities and actors. Because before you watch or enter into anything, you must understand the process, prepare yourself. So when you enter and it's not good for you, you are able to opt out. Because they are easily mistaken for the future selves of innocent people. Because that time, into one shall be making decision, based on your condition. Condition ni twa emu ana fe wa regret it. Nti ansa na wo be enter or wo be hwe say niam prepare yourself. Now what prepare wo ho a wonim ba bia wo wo plan, wo focus, wo destination. Nti sade ne beto wa you are able to calculate and see that you should go or not. So we need future. Now we need preparation bia you just swim with it. And ba bia be ende wo no. Wan hwe ni ya na wani anye den ankoje ho. I have already told you that your mind doesn't know whether this is acting or real. The mind sends the same emotions and energy to whatever it is perceived. And you know, porn movies, a movie, a big cry, a prolonged, a bimpo and yampa. So, who by your kwenyi. And you are genuinely say where you're acting, where you're fake, and I say where you're doing. Pachopa. Adie bia energy bia wo de betum no ebe perceive whether good or bad. That is why the movie industry is so important in some parts of the world. It provides a very powerful future. Ankanya sa omo mfa sika bebre nhyem. Ebetumi asesa nipa bebre bi betumi ahwe movie e ma omo adane adekon omo kohwe ye no. Imagine for people to project endless possibilities of what they want to become. Don't take movies just for entertainment because your body and mind can't tell the difference between the feelings they come with. Inti enjoy say a movie, but you ahwe bi ma sound. Some movies na e ba Ghana no one say marriage is bebre. Cause o hwe ni nipa na pampa ni kunu ni o person ni kunu so nye bi man. We fi say real life. Real life it no be you soap opera. Our bebre collapse here. What you watch and consume plays a bigger role in your present and future. Be mindful of what you watch. Now let's look at stasis case. Let me caution you, however, do not rush your spiritual journey. Never. I know many of you want to leap into higher dimensions, but this is not something to force. Go through the process. No shortcut. You must allow your pineal gland to open naturally. What did I say? Through meditation, love, and spiritual practices. You don't love your life. And you are going where? Do not fall prey to those who promise quick fixes through drugs or other artificial means. Nobody and nothing can force growth than process. Take me serious. What did I say? You see, nobody and nothing can force growth than process. It is only process. And when the Bema growth, I bet and they will well. These so-called spiritual shortcuts only open the door to dark energies that will deceive you. I am honest. Maybe we are honest. Your pineal gland is the key to your spiritual awakening. And if it is hardened with dogma and negativity, no amount of psychedelics will open it for you. I don't know why I shall now bother. Now you will say you're awakening him, I will bother. I didn't know it's awakening my bother. You should just go through the process. It be the Maame proper process. So you don't hallucinate. Go through the process so you don't hallucinate any madness. Trust in the process. Trust in the love you have for yourself. Do you love yourself? If you don't love yourself, forget. You cannot practice spirituality if you don't love yourself. When I tell you I love and I hate it, trust me. And trust that everything you need will come in time. Until you do this, you don't want to respect time. Anyway, this is how it works. You trust the process, you trust the time, and you take your time for it. This is how it works. Make a stasis case. What a stasis case is. Now, let's look at this. What is a stasis case? Stasis case. This is a trap that falls on the souls of people who unknowingly go into random soul travels and remote viewing to places that are protected by astral fences. Let me explain this. And those with fake accounts, with fake life on my platform, listen and listen carefully because I don't have anybody's time. So when you are sending information, send it well. Because looking at my face, if I want to be beef, I will mention names because I'm ready for anything. When you astral travel or astral project, where are you going to? Do you ask these questions before you go? What are you using to travel? What are you using in projecting? When you do remote viewing into a place and there is a spiritual master in that zone who has created a spell to protect his space, your soul may not come back. It may be arrested in stasis. In short, your soul will be paused wherever it is. This rule is in all fraternities. Ntina a Christopher Bompire almost bind territorial demons because they know there are people who control territories. Sana kremoniso Bompire or no so bind Satan and Sana because they believe there are territorial masters or energies are guide territories. So when you are going, do you know the territory you are even going to know who guides there? Since souls are energies that can't be destroyed, they will be kept there until the person dies or is saved by a higher mystic. Are you ready for this trauma? This caution is not an attack. Fake life, but a caution that going to anyone for medicine to be able to project your souls to unknown spaces is dangerous. I've told you. The most harmful part is that you may drink some concoction and travel into a realm and be arrested in stasis without you knowing that you did not come back with your soul. You will never know because it wouldn't give you instant traumas. You will never be aware and may not encounter the consequences immediately. No. And listen to this. Since stasis curse does not leave a mark on your forehead or skin, you will come back with a hollow spirit and soulless body, either inhabited by something else. Nothing will show. Se uko na se niyama miense nyama ken yina esi wuso a bibi anywhere a sign wo honam ho bibi antworo wo honam ho to tell you said esi wuso ni. Enya asama na nka mebo one of our spiritual gurus no ka mebo ni din Nkrofo a omo akọ situation mu a omo kọ ne ho no ne nkrofo te voices no omo ye no omo akosa guru no ho na wa ma omo niam adware no omo ade omo ho. Don't joke with your soul, minia. I always warn people of this dangerous thing. And those who will be shouting that they have powerful spiritual masters, let me tell you, the first spiritual stasis arrests were done to CIA remote viewers who went to the moon and other planets by astral projection. A lot of these remote viewers and astral projectors were held in stasis by bigger and stronger mind projectors to this day. Titieniye, omumpo, omuniye. So be careful. And America no, uko puma, and namni bichi namni bire. Uko forester, and mwani bichi mwani bire. E we asese ye ba Bible mu nyina ye nipa ni nyina na ewie bi kaye. Enyansafo no e kaye. Una ade wo ho. Inti wo na mi tufu. As we close today's session, I challenge you to begin the process of self-activation. Nurture your pineal gland. Keep your thought positive and be mindful of the energies around you. Baby wahwa entina. Baby wahwa enko. Eniyama wo be ye a ebe lift wo. Eno na mediama simple things. Your powers, your telekinesis, your ability to shift timelines and alter reality, these are not far off dreams of fantasies. They are part of who you already are. Any obia them, any obia pocket, any bosom be waiting for you to unlock them. Everything is in you. But ebia keki, ebia blocky, eye wu na ube bad down. Na what soften dia ube soften. When nyane dia ube nyane, kakra ube nyane what start aye hu adwuma na grow na aye kese. Just an effort. Don't let anybody do anything for you. These people, most of them, are lost themselves. And they are leading you. You are dead. They are lost. Everything they are doing it out of hunger. Afutuo na medeme ma wo. O pafa. O mpajai. Dia meka ye nyina ye steps na mede ama wo no. And I've told you there's nothing out there. There's nothing in any shrine. There is nothing in any church. Everything you look for, wish for, is in you. So turn the focus now to yourself. The little you get, use it, ride on it, and see if you no grow. Look for the signs, nature the synchronicity, and most importantly, trust in the divine power that flows within you. If you don't trust this, forget, nothing will work for you. Avoid the stasis curse on your spiritual journey. If I want to go mani ebiemu, adi amaka nyinara. She video you repeatedly. Na hu baby a was starting and now operate wo na build the waso. Stop running around. Nobody can do nothing for you. I'm telling you this with every confidence. You can do everything all by yourself. Inti na ye wo na obeko ansa na bibia ye na de ye ya ne se obeko. Na yede wasan atoam na fufuru. Eno de na waye mobo. Stay safe and stay clean. Spirituality is not for trade. Pacho. Spirituality, there is nothing like quick fix. It's a process because it is growth. I have told you, nobody can force growth. It's natural. Flow with it. Get to the top. Ahanam do besi. Makrao.